The election is tomorrow. Big things are happening. I'm going to go over all the stats from 2014, 2016, and where we're at today. Then I'm going to go over my fun project, Operation Red Wave Overpass, and show you guys how that all went down too.
I am a real American.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But that's how I feel. That we're gonna hold, and then we're gonna surprise the Democrats, just like Mel Gibson did right there with those polls. We're gonna get those guys. We're gonna gain in the Senate, and we're gonna hold that House. The Democrats are in for a bigger surprise than in 2016. So let's start hitting those facts. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this picture right here. This is a little meme I made. I'm gonna blow it up right now. As you can see from the top graph, right now there's currently 8.1 million votes out, compared to 2016 only 7.9 votes. So we're comparing an election year versus a midterm year. So in a midterm year, there is a greater turnout right now than there was in the presidential election. Now let's go into the middle graph. This graph is going over the party lines that have been turned in so far in the battleground states. Look at it. Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Montana, all Republicans are outpacing the Democrats. We got Nevada that's a little behind. Then you got Tennessee. Good job there, Taylor Swift. You really killed it in that one. And you got Texas, all outpacing Democrats. This is the key here. Now we go down to the bottom graph. In 2016, the Democrats had 45% of the vote out in early voting compared to 38% of Republicans. Fast forward to 2018, we have 44% of the vote out while Democrats only have 40%. The big deal here is Democrats always normally outpace us when it comes to early voting. Now we're killing it. We are killing it in all the battleground states where it matters. This is huge. So now I have this article here from the Business Insider. Listen to what they have to say. This was just published on the 31st of October. Republicans are outnumbering Democrats among early voters in Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Montana, Tennessee, and in Texas. Now they come up with a great excuse, in part because older voters who skew conservative vote early in higher rates. Well, if that was true, why weren't we winning the early vote in the 2016 election that we were supposed to lose, but we won? So now look right here. Look at what they're forecasting. They're forecasting a 6 in 7 chance of the Democrats winning the House and only a 1 in 7 chance for the Republicans to take the House. Okay, let's go over some more stats to go with that. Here you go. Here's the 2016 election. We were supposed to lose 2016. We were losing the early voting, and here's the stats on that. 71.4% that it was supposed to be Hillary. And look at the early results that were in 2016. Florida, 2.4 million for Republicans, 2.5 for Democrats. Nevada, Democrats 40%, Republicans 35%. North Carolina, 41% Democrat, 31% Republican. And then Utah, one of the reddest states out there, 39% Republican, 45% Democrat. So again, that just shows in the 2016 election when we were supposed to lose by 74%, we were getting slaughtered in the early vote, and now look at the early votes. We're winning the early votes. Oh, what do we have here? The same website making excuses for why they lost in the 2014 elections. I love this little part right here, this little doozy. So how did they beat the point spread? The answer lies less in what the Republicans did and more in what the Democrat voters didn't do. Show up to vote in so-called orphan states. Boo-hoo. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Maybe it's because you don't got a policy to run on. How about that? Have you ever thought of that? I just did that last little 2-minute video about your policies. Abortion, take away our guns, take away our free speech, import voters. You guys have no policies to run on. That's why you keep losing. Fine by me. You keep running on that policy. You're going to get surprised again. You're going to get hammered tomorrow. Check out this last article right here. This article is talking about the big, bad blue state that I live in, California. It's talking about the voter turnout here. How it's not working out, how it's not panning out for the Democrats. Look at this part right here. Election day is around the corner and Californians have been voting for 3 weeks. Given the data on who has voted so far, it does not point to a big surge for Democrats. There are scores of first-time candidates running for office, but actual voter turnout in California so far has been average for a midterm election. KPX5 talked to an expert who says this trend is bad news for Democrats. That's the big bad blue California news right there. And then I'm going to agree with the summary that this author put for this article. And while I am skeptical the GOP will take the California governor race, I believe the Democrats won't be flipping as many of the state's congressional seats as initially projected. I agree 100%. I hope John Cox has an upset. I think we have the momentum behind us to make it happen. We'll just see how it has to play out. But I think John Cox is even in play right now for an upset here in California. It's all going to come down to tomorrow, but that's why it's so important. Do not get complacent. This is not a get complacent video. This is a get fired up that your fellow Republicans have been out voting, early voting. We've been pushing it. We are trying. We are going for it, and it's our turn to win. Let me show you this last graph right here. Look at who controlled the House. This goes through the whole history since 1926 to 2018 of who has controlled the House. Look at that giant drought we had as a Republican Party from 1954 all the way until 1994. Look how long the Democrats held it. They held it for all that time. But now look, since 1994, look who's been holding the House for the most part. That would be us. I believe the Democrats are going to have a big, if not bigger drought than we had during that time when they held the House. I'm telling you, if we get that vote out and we go into tomorrow and hammer it and crush and end this garbage with the Democrats, I truly believe it is going to be the demise of the Democratic Party as we know it. So get out and vote. End it now. The last little thing I'm going to touch on is a quick clip from here from Trump talking about never quit. And that's why we're winning, and we're not going to quit on him. He hasn't quit on us. Then I'm going to go into Operation Red Wave here in my local town. So I'm not quitting, and nobody else needs to quit, and we need to win tomorrow.
One of the most important things, never, ever quit. Never quit.
All right, we're off to hang up some signs over the freeway. We're gonna knock it out. We're doing everything we can to get the vote out. Red wave. All right, we just got done knocking out the overpass. We're about to go see what it looks like. We got a ton of honks, and we are not in a red area. I'll tell you that. We are not in a red area. Got lots of honks, some honks for the MAGA hat. But like I said, I'm being like Trump. I'm not leaving anything on the table, just like that man did. Went to all those states and rallied, and that's what we're doing. We're out here hustling, and we're gonna get that vote out. Red wave. Oh yeah, dude, that's a good, nice, big, half a mile away still. There we go. 2 American flags, John Cox, Steve Knight, red wave, and yes on 6. Well, driving by to see if it survived the night here in the left area. Still up, baby. Nice.
So there you guys have it. I'm not quitting. I'm going out doing as much as I can to get that vote out. So thank you all. I appreciate all your support. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. If you like my hat or the flags that I got in the background, I got them down in my description, so you can click on the link and go get the flags and the hat. Other than that, I love you guys, and I love this country.